Many men from all over the world are discovering the value of a Filipina for a life partner. And no doubt for those that take the time to find a good Filipina, you will be well rewarded. Many guys like myself will tell you dating and marrying the right Filipina is like no other relationship you will have experienced previously. To me, it makes perfect sense why men are looking overseas towards the Philippines to find their perfect partner. If you're looking for information, tips and resources around dating and marrying a Filipina and strengthening your relationship, then be sure to subscribe and press the bell icon for future videos. For me, there are 5 types of men from many countries around the world who are now actively searching for a good Filipina. The first type of man is the one who has been divorced and now looking for a change. He may have been in a marriage for several years or even longer and is now disillusioned with women in his country. He may think he doesn't want to trust in a relationship with women like he has had relationships with previously and feels he has nothing to lose by exploring the possibility of dating and possibly marrying a Filipina woman. For many of these guys, it may start out more of a curiosity as they have heard about how Filipinas make great girlfriends and wives. So it is their curiosity that leads them to online dating websites to chat with and find out more about Filipina women. Very soon he finds himself intrigued by her stories and the information he is learning about the woman, her culture and her country. For those guys looking to find a good Filipina, why not click on my affiliate link in the pinned comment below to the Philippines' #1 dating site. Many men in our YouTube community have found a fantastic Filipina and it's free to open an account and view thousands of profiles right now. The second type of man searching for a Filipina are the much older men who may now be a widower. He may have been in a marriage for 40 or 50 years and all of a sudden he feels lonely and lost. He may feel the need to have someone take care of him in his old age and could even be scared he may end up dying alone. For several decades his wife may have looked after him in every way. She would have kept the house neat, tidy and clean. She would have cooked his meals, washed and ironed his clothes and been a constant companion. Essentially she was his world and now he just doesn't know how he can continue without someone to meet these important needs he has been used to for many years. These men will know about Filipinas and how they are great companions, and for many, they don't worry so much about a large age gap. A good Filipina will be very happy to take over and look after all his needs, especially around companionship and keeping a clean and tidy household. These guys are not necessarily looking for a physical type of relationship but more so feel the need for a companion in life. The next type of man searching for a Filipina are simply the guys who are attracted physically to Asian women and in particular Filipinas. Let's face it, for many of us foreign guys, Filipinas are certainly very beautiful in appearance and we know how accommodating they are as girlfriends or wives. In years gone by, the typical man searching for a Filipina was a guy closer to his 50s and above in age. This is still the case, but I am noticing more men in their 20s and 30s now discovering the value of a good Filipina. It's fantastic to see the younger guys are finally taking the lead from us older guys and discovering the real beauty of Filipinas, which as we know goes far deeper than skin deep. The next type of man searching for a Filipina are guys like myself who have noticed how women in his own country have changed over the years. No longer do women have traditional values and act in a more feminist way. To these men that is very off-putting in a relationship. And so they look towards the Philippines as they have heard how Filipinas by and large have very traditional values, much like how women were in Western countries 40 years ago. For these guys this is very appealing, and Filipinas with the traditional and conservative values are more in line with the man's values, and this is very attractive to many men. The last type of man searching for a Filipina that I will mention are the guys who want a very attractive woman. They know in their own country a much younger and very beautiful looking woman wouldn't give him the time of day. They know that many women in the Philippines have no problems with age or looks. And to these guys, they may really be more superficial and looking for a trophy girlfriend or wife rather than a more complete relationship. Don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with looking for a partner we find visually appealing. But when that is the only quality someone is interested in, I would call that shallow. The chances of that type of relationship succeeding long-term in my view is very unlikely, and to be blunt, I have seen many of these guys who simply don't treat the Filipina very well, which doesn't make for a happy relationship. At least from the Filipina's point of view. Make no mistake, if you take your time to find a good Filipina and don't rush into things, then you may very well find yourself in a relationship like you have never experienced before. Many Filipinas are not only beautiful, but they are very caring, loving, loyal and respectful women who have many old-fashioned qualities and values. Many men worldwide have discovered this and searching for and finding love with a Filipina. Let me know in the comments below why it is you are looking for a Filipina or are currently dating or married to one. If you're thinking about dating a Filipina, why not check out my free Dating a Filipina course by clicking the card on screen now. Thanks for watching, I appreciate your support. Stay safe and take care.